Hey, Joe here. I'm the custodian at ignitiondiecast.com, but this channel is mostly a video diary of my personal collecting, hijinks, successes, failures. Walk with me now as I open and talk about cars, trucks, and sometimes even action figures. I usually interject some sassy Gen X commentary about the hobby, tales from the toy aisle, and society itself. So be sure to like, subscribe, share, and definitely comment. Your opinion matters. Good morning, Diecast, friends and family. Yes, I shaved my beard. You can see my cheeks. Sometimes you just have to feel that razor go on your skin. I don't know. And it was making me look chubbier. Like when this beard gets really full, I look like Grizzly Adams or Jerry Garcia or Jack Black or something. And I can't have that. Plus I look more evil with a Van Dyke, right? I look pretty evil. And what's today? Thursday. Nothing special about today. It's just coffee and cars. And yes, I've been reposting some old videos from the other channel because people asked for it. And I stopped doing those customizations because the joke was getting a little old. And you wouldn't believe the hate mail I would get. Like, destroying cars makes people really mad. And I don't need that. And plus, like, once I stopped doing that, the viewership of videos dropped. So I don't think people really wanted to hear about like cars necessarily. They just wanted to see like crazy shit. So anyway, yesterday I was at the white SUV place and I saw some of these new ones, and it looks like a killer set. Like, looking at the back, I literally want 7 of the 8. The only one I don't really want is that Fiat thing. And of course that was there yesterday, but I didn't buy it. So this is a custom auto, which is pretty cool. It qualifies as a Hot Wheels muscle car with a little bit of a special history. But I did want it. I really did. And the other ones, I'm going to be heavily on the lookout for the other 6. If I get extras, I'll hook you guys up. But here is yet another custom auto. Something I don't collect as a specific casting because there's too many special ones. There's too many like really expensive commemorative and anniversary and convention versions. And this has a plastic base. Paid with tax, it was $377 for a car with a plastic base and plastic wheels. The only thing different really is the Spectre Flame paint job. So make of that what you will. The other cars today are 4 main lines for the archive, for the Ignition Diecast Master Set. And there's this baby, which we saw in black earlier this year, and now there's a white one. And I didn't realize this was the same. I mean, I guess I did subconsciously, but I didn't put it really together that this was the same truck as the Jaws one that came out a few years ago. And apparently there's a anniversary edition of this Blazer that's really expensive and has some other features and stuff. I haven't really looked into it because I personally am not interested. But here is this white Tonky squared off custom Blazer. Perfect for cruising the beach, picking up chicks or boys, whatever you're into. I like the black interior. I like this white one more than the black one for some reason. I don't know. I'm an oddball. And the BRZ in white. And was it? There's a blue one and there's an orange one. I think the orange one was from earlier this year and the blue one was from last year, right? Right? Is that right? And there's a Zamac one, which somebody was kind enough to hook me up with. And it has the crash bars. I don't know what you call those. It's like a drift car front end, because those guys don't give a shit, and they smash into stuff, bang into light posts and each other and humans and stuff. They don't care. But BRZ, very customized one, probably turboed. I don't think they come turboed from the factory. That's why they're so inexpensive. But they're set up for it, and apparently the internals can handle the extra torque, I guess. Here is this Ford 17 Ford F-150 Raptor. My neighbor over there's got one of these. It's really loud. Before I met him, I called him Gary Gurgle because his truck would go as he left his driveway. But he's an okay dude. And this one has a bubble issue. It's like punched out, as heavy vehicles do a lot. So good candidate for opening. F-150 Raptor. No one's going to question your masculinity if you drive one of these. And lastly, and I took one of these myself, the Black 904. Look at that card. Somebody did that in the store. Horrible. So disturbing. But that's the way I found it. I thought, oh, that'd be a good one to open. And the Ignition Diecast Master Set does not have one of these yet. So this is a good candidate. And there have been 4 of these, I think. Earlier this year, there was like a canary yellow. And last year, there was red one and a silver one. So this is color number 4 for this casting. And I like it indeed. I have one. I got one like 3 years ago because, you know, me and Mattel were tight. Ever since I surpassed 2 million subscribers, Mattel's been sending me stuff like concepts and wax molds and shit. So that's all for the cars. Turn off. Go watch one of those recommended videos. My 2 cents for the day. And this is one I've been thinking about for a few days, but I finally, yesterday something happened, and I'm like, that's perfect segue into what I want to talk about. I like hot dogs. And the best hot dogs you can buy are Hebrew National. In fact, if we buy hot dogs and bring them home, it's always Hebrew National. They're like distinctly better. In fact, there are very few products where one brand is so much better than the rest. And out there in the world, I go out to lunch a lot because I come from an office culture. And even though I work from home now, I still go out every day to hunt Hot Wheels and go to lunch and stuff. And the only place you can get Hebrew National hot dogs made and served to you is Five Guys. And I hate Five Guys because they're ludicrously expensive. Like a hamburger and fries. Like their hamburgers are like, they start at $11 and go up to like $14. And a small fries is $4.50. Granted, you get a lot of them, but it's just potatoes. $4.50, and then like a large is like $6.50 or something. I've never even had a shake there. Believe me, I'm not going to pay like $10 for a milkshake. But if you go there and just get lunch, you're in for like $20. But despite this, I still go there every now and then, like maybe once a month, once every other month. And I'm like, well, I'm just going to go waste my money on some food that I do like the taste of. And the really ludicrous, probably the most ludicrous thing on their menu is the fact that they used to charge $6.50 for hot dogs. A hot dog. Bread, a tube of meat, and you can get relish or mustard or ketchup on it. $6.50. Well, I went in there yesterday, and as I'm walking in, I look up at the menu, and I'm thinking, I'm going to get 2 hot dogs and fries. The hot dog prices have gone up to $7.50. $7.50 for a hot dog. So I'm thinking to myself, I want 2 of them. That's what I had my mind set on. That's $15 for 2 hot dogs before we even get to the fries. And I always drink water because the place is ridiculous. Like, I'm not going to pay $30 for burger, shake, and fries. So I turned around and I left. And I was like, fuck Five Guys. I hate Five Guys. I like their food. Every now and then I get suckered into going there, but for the most part, I have extremely negative feelings about that franchise. To the point where I was leaving and I was like, man, somebody should throw a brick through that window. Like, who the hell thinks they can charge that much for food? But people buy it. I mean, middle class, upper middle class white people need to feel superior to everybody else, so they go there, and that's basically their demographic. So what is the point of this? Right now, the 7-Eleven Toyota Supra is really hot, and people are scalping the shit out of it. And cars like that come around a lot, like Chases. Like if you're lucky enough to find a Chase, everybody knows you paid like $650, $750 at a department store, but some of those are selling for like $200-$300, and people will pay it. I'm not saying people don't pay that much, but when they do, if they're desperate enough or they find themselves like compelled to pay the price and pay the ransom that these kidnappers are charging, you come away with a negative feeling about the seller. You're like, well, I got what I wanted, but fuck that guy. And that's kind of the antithesis of what I imagined Ignition Diecast to be originally. I wanted to offer things at a like ridiculously low price, so that even if we weren't making a lot of profit, we weren't in for the big money initially, you would like the company that the business that you bought it from, and you'd return, and to kind of be a service, to be like that one in however many diecast resellers that actually has a fair price and actually cares about collectors. Well, long story short, it didn't work out. People found an exploit. Everything I offered, people found an exploit. Like at one point it was a club, but people would join the club and then buy $500 worth of merchandise at cost so they could resell it. And it was just, anyway, the point is, you can go in for the big money and be despised for it, or you can take a little bit of profit and people will appreciate it and they'll come back. And that's all I'm saying. That's the business ethic of Ignition Diecast. I just want to be liked, and I want the business to be appreciated. And as you know, if you're a regular customer, I always slide people free stuff, or if I'm out hunting and I find extras of stuff, I just send it to you for free in your order or whatever. I, as the proprietor of that business, am not in for big profits. I'm not really in for profits at all. And my dogs are barking, so I'm going to go. But anyway, that's my 2 cents. Keep it fun. And tomorrow's Freestyle Friday, so it'll get crazy.